Hello, Stationeers. Welcome to episode 10 of Vulcan Getting Started. You can hear the storm winding down out there. I restarted a couple times and reloaded the game, and every time it seems to kill the storm right now. But that seems weird. It had just started. Anyway, let's get this fridge rebuilt. One thing I forgot to do last time was replace the fridge, because after the last update it changes the internal atmosphere and you have to unbolt it and bolt it back down. Essentially changes the amount of atmosphere in there. So let's just do that. A little bit of housekeeping. What we're going to focus on today is we're going to do start phase one of our furnace change. So first I need to go get some supplies, specifically some of the silicon here. So let's do that and I'll come back when I'm done. Okay, that was some silicon, and I got some gold as well. It's starting to heat up, so let's get back inside here. And we're going to have to start making stuff. So one thing that we need is an insulated tank. Need some steel for that. So the insulated tank is to store daytime hot air. And that's going to be the first thing that we build today, or the main thing that we're going to build today. We are going to need a lot of insulated pipes, so let's get some silicon going. I'm going to need some cables. I'm doing that here because I need to build some other things on this printer. I need a sensor to measure outside air temperature, because we need to know when it's hot enough to start filling. I'm going to need a transformer just to isolate the networks. Let's get some iron here. Grab that. We're not going to need regular pipes so much as insulated pipes. And there was a storm, so let's patch this. Like I said, that storm duration was really short. Something kind of weird about this patching, if sometimes you get to the point where it fully patches a panel and it says it's fully patched. It only seems to happen when it uses up a piece of duct tape, and then when you restart the game, it's not fully repaired. Really weird. While we're here, that was finished, so let's build some active vents. We're going to need a bunch of active vents to pull in the daytime air. Finish patching these. So nighttime air we used 3, and that was a ton. Daytime air, we want more. It's pretty important that we pull in as much as we can. There's not that many minutes where the daytime air is hot enough, so we need more vents than for nighttime. That's only 2. So let's make another couple. Get up to 4, I think. That'll be good. And I want to color code this purple. So daytime air will be purple. The goal with our daytime air, since it'll be somewhere over 900 degrees, we want to start with the hottest air we can get. And then we want to heat it up even further. Now you might think I would use some oxygen and hydrogen, but I don't have a ton of oxygen still. And I don't want to use my most precious resource just to heat things up. I am going to build a fuel-less furnace setup here. Where did my purple paint go? Must have rolled under there. Usually if something rolls under there, I can kind of see it. Grab it. All right, let's make another one. Oh, I see. It rolled that way. Okay. That's looking weird. Is that because it's upside down? Yeah, it looks like it. Set you there. There's the transformer. Going to need an IC housing. Copper and steel. Let's check in my list here. Mostly just need some insulated pipes. Lots of them. Silicon, yes. Made some silicon. Only 5 steel. Let's keep making some cables here. Okay. IC housing is done. Let's make an IC10. Gold. Lots of gold. Well, some gold. Grab that, put it there. That's my 5. And I need steel again. I got nothing in there. I'm going to need to make more steel. Alright. That can be done. Temperature we got. It's coming down. Still a little warm. And then how much iron do we have? Not much. Stick you in here so we don't lose you. Let's just go mining. It'll be quicker during the daytime. There's some iron right there. Okay, I found some coal as well. Let's head on back in here. Unfortunately, it's after the hottest time of day, so we can't make steel today. Oh, we still got our gold in there. Let's pop that out. We'll at least get this melted down. We'll have to wait until tomorrow to actually smelt it. That's fine. And there's enough heat in there to finish melting that. Make some more silicon. Definitely going to need lots of silicon with all the insulated pipes we need to make. You're good. Okay, so we've got some parts. It's nighttime. Let's head back out. So where I'd like to collect this gas is from the underneath of the base, and this nice little cubby hole here is a good spot to put a tank. So let's pull off this power. This is workshop power. Let's throw our little transformer in here. That's good. And throw the IC chip in there. Just wire this in. Doesn't really matter that it's coming, the power for the IC housing is coming off a different place. That's okay. Let's do that and that. And let's mount the sensor back here for our temperature sensor. Good. Let's crank this up all the way. I didn't bring out the labeler, but that's okay. Crank this up to full. It's really just here to isolate the two networks. Need our tank. So let's pop our tank in here. Oh, that's kind of what I want. That's good. And bring this over. We got to connect up the tank because we want to fill until the tank is, well, not full, but maybe half full. And then let's start placing these where we want them. We want to kind of alternate them. So we'll put one here, and then we'll put one over here, so they're not really in adjacent grids. Alternate here, and like that. That's good. And we could start putting the pipes in. We want to go all the way up. Start with the top. We're going to want to send that to our furnace for now. Let's go this way. And that's all the pipes we have at the moment until we make some more steel. Wrap that around. And we gotta connect the rest of these as well. Let's go this way. We'll pick up these two. And then we gotta hit that other one. Do I have enough cable? I think we do. So we'll bring that back this way. In there, that's good. Health low. Yep. Alright, that looks right. It's about all we can do until we can make some pipes. You'll notice I'm still kind of rationing water. I don't really need to at this point, but that's not happy. This bug is kind of annoying. Okay, 3.6. That's more than we have in our oxygen tank, so let's top up.
Air tank critical.
Grab that. Before we go in there, let's get some food. That one's old. Oops. It's starting to decay. Let's cook that up. I find a cooked tomato seems to give you about 50% food level. You have to eat the whole thing. So I think if you have the option, eating a cooked tomato is probably more efficient than canning it. Canning it just makes it last a lot longer. So your cans are kind of your backup food supply. All right, throw this in there. Got a 50 silicon. Well, it's nighttime. It's a good time to collect some more resources. I'm gonna pick 290 maybe is the vector. And we are gonna need a lot of resources to finish this furnace project, so let's go get them. Okay, got a decent mix of minerals without all night mining. Let's get some of that smelting up. And we're gonna have to watch our temperature here. We don't want to miss midday. Empty out what's in there so that we can just put some hot air in. Keep our iron smelting. Ah, yeah, I saw that on the way back in. One of our filters is low. Let's actually make We have a spare one in there, but let's make another one. Oxygen filter. Looks like my carbon dioxide filter is low. Dispose of that later. Let's make another one right now. You go in there. Should go in and replace it. I'm a little nervous. It seems like I probably have enough time, but I don't want to chance it. If we're gonna go in there anyway, let's see here. Yeah, it's going up pretty fast. Some other things we can do out here while we're waiting. Let's refill this. Let's add a little more oxygen to our tank. Clean up some stuff. Still got another couple minutes. There's some more greenhouse stuff we could make. Let's make some liquid pipes. Gonna have to make some more hydraulics or hydroponics kits. And maybe turn the corner. I'd like to expand the amount of plants we have as much as I can. Just because oxygen, we have enough oxygen, but it would be nice to actually build up a bit of a supply. We'll make some more of these. We'll watch our outside temperature at the same time. We're almost past 900. So that's the last one. We're past 900. Let's shut off the outflow. We're at 0. Let's put some hot gas in there. And then we'll wait for that green light to turn on. There it is. And we got some more steel. Okay. 20 is good. Put you in there and we'll start making some insulated pipes again. Wonder if I can use this temperature and smelt up some gold. And some of this copper. Might as well do it now. To time this, you wait for the green light to go off, and then you can throw another one in. Okay. That's kind of cool now. Maybe what we should do, it's still warm outside, let's since we're going to be playing with the furnace, it's not a bad idea to store some hot air in there. So that's empty. And let's just pump some seriously hot air in there. So that if we do need to do a little bit more smelting, we can. It's good. You need more steel. Just make another half stack. Okay, so I think you're done filling. Yeah, that's fine. At least we got something in there if we need it. Now let's go in here. Okay. Swap you. We're good. Just put you here. 300. It's kind of getting cool in here. Oh, I missed my chance. All right. Let's extend you. Yeah. Turn the corner. Guess that's all we can do. All right, good. Replant. And how are you doing? 28, yep. You're at room temperature. So let's do this. And are you going to turn back on? I'd like to turn you up a little bit. Oh, there you are. Oh, it's close enough. Okay, guess we can harvest some more of these. I think we're making far more tomatoes now than we really need. Sure seems like one a day will keep you alive. We just made 8. They probably get to full in a day. Fully mature in a day. We could start selling them back to the trader. Oh, you came rolling back out. That was nice. Paint you purple. Just put you there. And let's put this tank up here. Dispose of these. Good. And it looks like it's dark out. There we go. Think that's it. Well, we have enough pipes. Let's start our plumbing. And I'm starting to fall down. Let's turn the jet back on. I don't want to fall into that crevice there while I'm looking above my head. The one thing I can't replace right now is a hard suit. So I think I want to replace this. I'm going to replumb this so that I can pull in air from this hot tank once it starts to fill. It'll actually fill reasonably quickly once we get one day and we get it all set up. There we go. Gonna need to wire that in too. So we'll use the same pattern as last time. And gonna need wire cutters. Good. Okay, so that's lots of active vents. Looks like I'm short on wires. And that active vent that I took off the top of the furnace, I want to replace that with a pump, but a volume pump takes a huge amount of electricity, so I like to use filtration units where I can as pumps. They take much, much less. I mean, they're not throttleable or anything, they're just on and off, but when I'm in a low power situation like at the beginning of the game, I'd rather use an atmospherics kit and make a filtration unit. Let's just use one of these actually. So I can hook up the filtrations unit on the top. Ooh. Got some more cables done. That's probably enough. Get some wiring stuff ready. Yeah. Okay, so that goes down. We got to remember that. Actually, let's place this first and see where we are. So that's air conditioner. That's filtration. So we're going to have to make a pipe elbow here. Let's replace this one. And then go this way. And then there. So that's the output. There's no filters in it, so it'll all come out there, but you still have to place something over here. So that's fine, we'll just do that. Now let's bring this up. This will be our hot tank input to the pump. And goes in there. That's good. And turn that on. So it'll still be controlled by that same switch inside. And it will pump out of the daytime air tank into the furnace. So I think that's everything connected. And I'm dying of thirst again. Did I turn that on? Yes, I did. That's something I would normally forget to do. Just double checking. The last bit of silicon smelted up, and let's get in here. Gotta bring food. 31. One thing, I don't know if I mentioned it before, use the doors to activate the airlock. The door switches, don't use this button up here to activate it. I feel like it has a tendency, it's done it to me twice, where it seems to double click and cause it to abort the cycle right after starting, and then you just end up mixing oxygen and the volatiles in the atmosphere. It doesn't go well. So I've tried to train myself to always use the doors to initiate. And so far that's worked. It has not turned me into a flaming torch. Anything in there to do? Or should we get started on our programming? All right. This thing, let's see. I want to copy this other one, but it's filling right now. I can't turn it off. Let's just do this quick. Okay. Import. Put you back. There. Otherwise, it could potentially leave the active vents on outside and keep overfilling the tank, but that's okay. All right, so on this new chip, we're not going to need any door controls, so let's get rid of that. We care about when it's hot, not about when it's cool, so let's call this hot. That's just reading temperature, so we want it to be, we want to say it's hot when the temperature is greater than, so it'd be noontime, and we'll use just over 900, or let's put just over 900. So enough, yep, and fill when it's hot and there's room, so we want to use our hot variable. And then we turn on the active vents inward. That's good. Let's get rid of this. Don't need door control. Good. I think that's it. Let's export that and try it out. Go plug it in. Don't fall down the crack. Okay, put you in there. Okay, turn on. We're going to run this and then set the variables. Or set the devices, I guess it is. That tank is just called tank small insulated. And that is the gas sensor. This is really fun doing this while you're drifting. Okay, so those all set to inward. That's good. It means they're working. And they're off because it's not hot enough to fill. And we're starting with an empty system. I didn't incorrectly connect that to something else. Good. One thing I like to do, and my strategy for this whole thing, is I like to use insulated tanks and pipes and just keep everything in there at a constant temperature. I don't like temperatures to fluctuate in my system if I don't have to. Let's see. Can get some more oxygen. And therefore you can just assume that the temperature in your tank is basically at the same temperature all the time. Some insulated pipes going. Gonna need some more. We're just gonna need a lot for the rest of our, once we keep going here. The next part of our system is going to be, we might not get to it today, but it's to take the hot noontime air and then superheat it some more. And there's different ways to do that. I've used wall heaters in the past connected to, let's go rename that tank while I'm thinking about it. You can use wall heaters connected to a solid fuel generator. You get 19 wall heaters in there, and it can actually power them all just with coal. And you make a box, essentially just a frame box. What are we going to call this? Purple tank. I like that. Good. Daytime air. And you can make a frame box and just heat it with coal, and you can actually get it arbitrarily hot doing that, but you're using coal. I find it's a lot more efficient. Let's do some cleanup here. What else do I not need? Yeah, that's decent. Let's go dump these outside. Not gonna need them. Maybe I'll sell them at some point. Oh, this pipe. Yeah, so I'd like to make something that actually uses base power, but obviously we don't have a ton of power. So you really need a heat pump if you want to be efficient. Now there's two types of heat pumps in the game. There's the wall cooler, which is really not much more efficient than a wall heater. And then there's the air conditioning unit, which is substantially more efficient. Let's get some copper in there. So an air conditioning unit can move 6,000 watt or joules of heat per tick, using 300 joules to power it if you hook it up right. So this whole system I'm going to make for heating up daytime air to hotter temperatures is going to use probably under 1 kilowatt, which is what one wall heater uses, and it's going to do the work of about 18 wall heaters because we're going to use 3 air conditioning units. So that's way more efficient. It's low enough power usage that we can run it off of our base power. See how we're doing up there. Almost warm enough to go see if it's working. And we're going to make a whole bunch of atmospherics units, atmospherics kits. They are not cheap when it comes to resources, but this system will be quite efficient when it comes to power usage. We're going to need to make, I want 3 AC units, and I need 1 filtrations unit for each one. So we're going to need a total of 6. I think I can repurpose the filter we put on top of the furnace, so I'm only going to make 5. Okay, how are we doing? Is there anything else we can be building? Yes. I'm going to make another transformer just to be able to switch the AC units on and off. Just because of the way that I have to wire this up, using batch raters isn't going to work that well, or batch rating. Let's just keep making coils because I'm still kind of low. Not going to worry about that transformer now. Trying to think, is there something else I need? Nothing that I can print on the electronics printer anyways. That one doesn't make a valve. That's unfortunate. I'm going to have to wait for the hydraulics printer to finish. Okay, that's 4. I wanted to make 5. And you're hot enough, so let's go see what's going on. Yeah, we're out at the hottest part of the day, but let's just quickly go see, make sure things are working. Zip over here. Yes, it looks like they're on. And they're pulling in hot daytime air. And this one should be over 625. Yep, 650. Already at almost 4 MPa. There's 4 MPa. So it doesn't take very long to fill it. And I think the set point brought us up to about 30 because we copied that other one. So it's actually going to go to 30 MPa. I doubt it'll make it there in one day, but that's all right. Pretty good. So maybe we make another atmospherics kit. What do we need? Copper. We still have some copper left. Let's get that going. And make sure we only make 1. That's good. And then fill that up. Okay, that's 5. I want to make some valves too. We need those. If you've seen my other air conditioning videos, you need valves in order to separate the incoming pipe network. That way we can tune the input volume, and that's going to be critical on this. Okay, let's just make 3, 1 for each of the air conditioning units. Might as well color code that. It's going to be incoming air, so it's going to be the purple tank. And the outgoing, while we're thinking about it, is going to be pink. Hot pink, as in the hot gas. Oop, don't fall under there. Stick you there. Good. So I think that's it for this time. See you next time.